All right, here we go. Game 2, Wake Forest. We dropped all the way down to 22. Still looking better than a week. I thought I changed my schedule more, but we'll do it next time. Let's take a look at recruiting quick. Wow, we got a big lead on that guy. No one else going after. Like it, I'm just going to try to close it quick. North Carolina backed off there. Looks good. Nobody else going after him. I like it. Mississippi State's a little after that, but we're looking good. Looking good. Against Wake. Top 5 playing still. Let's do it. There's some points. We're jumping into good lead there. Is this already top 5? How is that possible? And we know that one. Good enough grades. We do not have 40 yet though. Okay, so let's see. Which one can we pull off? UCLA's still kind of looking at that game. Is it just the others? Let's take this one off. Right here. Let's put those in. Okay, and then we have 20 for this game. This top 5. Butcher's Prestige, probably not. Let's stop something. Could be the crown. Could be this. Could be that. I think we're just gonna guess on one. It's alright. Contestant. Who explains that? Oh, that exposure. Or like where we're sitting with all those guys, if we can get those 10 rather quickly, take a look. Let's just take a quick look fading away here. This could be one we get back to. Should almost put something on. Get nervous about this though. Yeah, let's split this one and see what happens. 3 players. Definitely need linemen. What's that? No, against a lower rated team, I think we'll see a little better what we're capable of. It's Florida kind of took it to us. Alrighty. Game 2.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing.
Moses
Because if this
probably
one's
the
played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. And the Demon Deacons will put total leather and will get started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So FIU's offense will take the field first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. There's some emotion and adrenaline that can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Chris hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that.
Sorry, Hart's got more potential, buddy.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Hart. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Let's see if they saw that through it.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Now on 3rd down for this offense.
29 Philly. Hornet.
He's looking downfield to throw. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Wide open, he makes the catch.
Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far down the field. Just get the ball in his hands. He gets it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Igloo.
Out of the gun, inside kid. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Pocket breaking down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So Wake Forest offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Easy.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Makes a man miss. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Pressure's there, and he gets
It's
rid
like
of
a fist on his back.
And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Okay.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Lasso. Lasso.
Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out in the blitz.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Pulls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
Okay, ready? Easy.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set. Hot.
Use the play fake. Now to throw.
I
Boy,
didn't
that one
think it
had
off into the line
revolutions
back.
on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell into the pool.
Not enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hart. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.
Ready?
Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Ready.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Got it.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down.
Clear. Clear. On.
Back to pass. Under fire. Complete on the shuffle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Bring in the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. FIU will line up to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Yeah, it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
He'll pull it on the read. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's second and long.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Barber. Quickly to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way from around the 50. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Okay, ready?
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Just feeds the running back. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
Fine, kitty, it's fine.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 14 to SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Running to the left. Sweet cut there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air on second down. Here's it. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Yeah, defense, pressure. Offense is good process.
This offense had a little extra time to to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air, it's Barber. Trying to set up the screen. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Cradles it at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Got it in the middle. It's Witherspoon. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third down, he drops the throw. Good timing on the throw. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. On the set. The Panthers will have it first and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Okay. FIU set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Using his legs, it's Booth. Got the first down, looking for more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. On the
right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback out.
Big guy tries to...
This offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point to finish
holding
the
machine.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. To the air, it's Barber. Caught in the backfield, it's Dixon. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Finds a picks up 4 out to the 13. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. This offense wants a chance to win. They've got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Ran in the middle. It's Thompson. Down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Using the quick game.
So high.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots. Take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Panthers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Lasso!
Trying to slam in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
That's the last one.
Okay,
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed it. Maybe get him.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, FIU.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20.
Numbers on the return.
And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Brees, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that.
They get a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and just maintain the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Line getting set on second down.
Spider!
Looking downfield. It's Hart. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
On the double.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
Set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Except that.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play.
Ready up.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3.
Griffin!
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
A long way to go for this offense. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Blasted as he lets it go.
There you go.
Get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Let it
The
go.
offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Barber. Got rid of it just in time. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying.
Nice one, right? Yep.
Vertically like they did on that last one.
Strategy, Kevin.
Completions are going to be tough to come by.
And it's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go
The
here in
offense is
the
a work
third
in
quarter.
progress, but I like the explosions there. We're just not finding it.
He'll bring it
He's
out.
a little lamped up, throwing some eyeballs.
Stopped
Get
at
right
the 17,
down.
and he's probably second
He's
guessing that
looking at
return.
them.
On the
The
ready.
Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this
No,
possession. And
ball.
I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Immediately fires to the middle. Out across
Awesome.
the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
All that.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking to throw. It's throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Mays. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw it. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side.
Oh, come on.
Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Take it. Yeah, I suppose.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Demon Deacons line it up with a first and goal.
Lasso.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Okay. Oh, different guys.
Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 4 over Coastal Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Ready, set.
The Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They give it to him again. He's going down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
It's good.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down.
On the ready.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw, it's Hart. Grab behind the line. It's Witherspoon. Brings it to the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Ready?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, and just not on the same page with his target.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being
Get
more
back to the middle.
aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
First down, 10 yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Barber. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open, makes it. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Ready, fight.
The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
It's so important in football that wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. They're understanding where I got to get the first down. Great job understanding where that marker was. Great execution, first down.
Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Pele, or whatever his name is. Obey. And they're punting.
And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Yep, and in the basket. Oh, Rusty's good. Hope he's on the bench going, hey, remember me, coach? Yeah.
Ready,
Final
set.
stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Here we go.
Looking to pass, it's Hart. Under fire.
It's
Hit
not
hard
open.
as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That's caught. It's Witherspoon. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
You know, as a coach, you have to love the progression your quarterback has made after that nightmare of a performance a week ago, throwing 3 picks. He was able to put it behind him. He looks like a totally different player this week.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. They're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to do.
That's reeled in. It's Witherspoon. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the
This
field.
guy
Let's see
really
what the
holding
call
machine
is.
of the year. Smith.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
On the
So
double.
after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down.
Pound 55 weak.
Tight end now in motion. To throw, it's Hart. Snagged out of the air. And tackled there by the defense.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Ready up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Get set. Get set. Dino.
Looking to fire. It's the catch. It's Booth.
See my
He's
face.
really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll be hauled
Cover
down
that.
just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, no.
And they get him down at the 14-yard line. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Dead center perfect.
I think the conference games will be a little closer instead of like last year.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And they just tack on more
Stay
points
tuned.
to this big lead.
Today
Listen, fourth
is
quarter
God's
was
thing.
sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be...
There he goes. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably I'm going to need these runs. I'm going to need to go and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Barber. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's DeLuca. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back to the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Reload.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. The offense set for a first down play.
Come on, set.
He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line and sticks it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down coming up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready?
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Just keep slinging it. Caught in the backfield. It's Lions. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you
like
sideline
you
to
did.
sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
Catch. That foot down. You're just gonna give it to him. Okay.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Lining up for the PAT.
Nah, never mind. It was good.
Bangs it through for an extra point. We check in with
Conclusive
Kevin
video
Cummings.
evidence.
What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 31 to Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get it done.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
More stretch.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Cricket, go!
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Yeah, they've had a day. It's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and he's going for goal. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22.
Slap!
Looking for a man. It's Barber. Here's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
Oh, no.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the...
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books.
Back in the win column. 1-0 in the ACC. So we got the other 2 Miami teams in the score with, so it's good. I changed the week. So I see, like, did I try to change that?
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
All right. Till next game.